right, so time to get out a little something that I've had for a long time, and that is my pedals. Got these from Bobby probably to be honest with you, probably about a year ago. Just your standard CNC pedals. Here's the Twin Master brake pedal, and then I got gas pedal and single pedal for the clutch. So that's the next thing on the to-do list. Basically what I want to do is figure out where I'm going to hang them, distance, things of that nature from the floor, from the firewall. Now that I've got the tubes in place, I could start seeing where everything fits. That way I can get them in the right spot. Yeah, then we're going to make a little plate and figure out how to hook it up to the firewall. Let's do this. The first thing that came to mind when I thought about installing these pedals was placement. So I got out some cardboard and set up a mock floor to base everything off of. Then after playing with the pedals a little, I realized I wasn't even sure what would be considered too close and what was too far. So I headed out to our cars and started measuring what factories use for OEM spacing and height. And after taking some notes off all 3 cars, I headed back to the garage to get a little more precise. I even cut the cardboard and placed it where the real floor was going to be. Then after messing with the pedal height a little bit, I placed some tape across the cage's A-pillar tube to mark the height I wanted. This will help me determine where I need to build the mounts off the wheel well. All right, time to position these things. The nice thing is they're both the same CNC company. CNC, I believe, is out of business at this particular point, but they made some pretty good stuff. They're out of San Diego. So I checked online, I checked in my cars. I even talked to my father-in-law and I asked him to measure his pedals, and this is what I got. From the floor to the bottom of the pedals, I got about 5 inches in my car, 5 to 5.5 inches in my wife's car, had 5.5 to 6 inches. My daughter's truck, it's a GMC Envoy or like small SUV. And every single one of them, I had between 3 and 3.5 inches in between the pedals. I got online, asked the same question on some of the forums, like Not So Strictly Baja Bug and my favorite Baja Society, and they came back with roughly the same. One guy said he had 3 inches from the floor to his pedals, and he said that was too little. One guy had as little as 1.5 inches between his pedals, and he said that worked fine for him. I think I'm going to stick with the 3 inches in between, just because. And I have no problem with my car. I have no problem with my wife's car or my daughter's GMC. So that 3 inches between the pedals, I think I'm going to stick with that. It seems to work, and it seems to be universal through all the cars. So a couple of guys online said something to the effect of, you want about half your foot height off the floor. I wear a size 12 shoe, so half my foot height is about 6 inches. So what I did, now this has fallen down a little bit, but I set up some tape about 6 inches above the cardboard just to kind of see where everything would land. Now I will say my initial plan was to set my seats first and then my pedals, but then I thought, well, what happens if I set my seat too far forward and then I'm cramped? I'm cramped and my knees are bent. I'm trying to hit the pedals, but it's hard to think. So I'm going with positioning my pedals first, and then I'll position my seat so that my pedals are comfortable. Once my pedals are comfortable and I've got that nice amount of space, then I'm going to go ahead and set my steering wheel. That way my feet are comfortable with my butt in the seat to the pedals, and my arms are comfortable with my butt in the seat to the steering wheel. It just sounds like a good way of doing it. It's kind of like really the first time I've ever set this up from scratch. Most of the time on some of my Scouts, you're just reusing the stock steering column and things of that nature. You're just kind of going with what stock did. And that goes for the pedals as well. So my first real step to actually making a mount for these is to make a template for the bolt pattern where the pedals are about 3 to 3.5 inches apart. So I broke out the construction paper again and started setting things up. One good thing about using pedals from the same manufacturer is that the height from the mounting point to the foot pads are actually really close. So hanging them at the right height should be pretty easy once the mounts are made. Then it was back to the bug to figure out where the mount needs to be. However, as I was doing that, I started thinking. All right, guys. So I've been looking at this for a while now, as you probably noticed. I'm sure I cut most of the time lapse out, but I've been looking at this for a while. My issue becomes, I wanted to keep all of the pedals and the brakes and stuff like that inside the footwell, and this is the problem. If I do that, the pedal itself is so far forward, I'm going to need to push my seat back so far. It'll just be way back there. Favoring a rear bias, which typically is good, but I don't want that much of a rear bias. Let me just say, I know it's going to be weight bias in the back. I want to try to stick it to about a 60-40 split. Done a little bit of questioning. I talked to Eric over at SoCal. He said Vivian's 60-40. A couple of the other guys got their rigs at 60-40. Another Baja guy that thrashes on his is 60-40. So I'm kind of going for that. And if I push myself back, I'm fat. So if I push myself back and my passenger's back, it's just going to be more back. And I want to try to put some weight up front. So what do? I'm thinking maybe if these master cylinder points are against the firewall and these master cylinders will be on the outside, the pedals will be on the inside, I could build a plate that they mount to the back and to the top, like so. That way I could seal up around it real easy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit more. Maybe talk to some folks know better than I do. And now I know why a lot of the guys who have these have them cut out of their firewall. Now, if I were to buy these over again, you bet your bottom dollar I would get ones that are on the front or reverse. That way I could scoot this all the way back. Having the master cylinders on the outside will make them easier to service, and it would fill with fluid and all that other stuff, keep it out of the passenger compartment. So there's good and bad. I still wanted to keep everything inside, but I'm not sure that's going to be feasible the way this is. So got some things to think about. I guess I'll do that and get back to you. So again, I started fiddling around with the different placement, trying to rationalize keeping these pedals, because I know they're good, as I got them from a running, driving Baja bug. Well, a Baja bug that had been wrecked, but not because of the brakes. I'm not going to bore you with all the time lapse I had of me staring at the bug trying to figure this out, but let's just say. All right, guys, one of the things I'm struggling with pretty bad, probably mentioned it more than once, but kind of working with the pedal assembly, and my issue is how long it is and where I got to mount it. My big issue right now is, see how the master cylinders just stick too far back, and here's my bulkhead, and if I want to keep them all inside, it's pushing it forward, right? Pushing it forward means the pedals are forward, which means I sit farther back. I'm going to try to get as much room as I can. So pulled these off. We've got a couple of residual pressure valves in there and some 90s. So what I'm thinking is, if I take the pressure valves out, that'll allow me to put the pedal system back farther, and that'll get me my seats further forward, and that will work out much better, at least to me. So I took the residual check valves out to see how that affects everything. All right, let's take a look. I hold on to it. Look at that. It's now behind the tape. Behind the tape is good, so I played around with that for a bit. Just that 1.5 inches or so, man. Every little bit counts. So let me address something that you might already be thinking. So why don't I just put the pedals so that the hinge point's on the inside of the footwell while the master cylinders are on the outside of the wheel well. If this was a beam car, which these pedals came off of, that would be a very easy thing to do because the suspension is so forward. However, because I'm an A-arm system, I'm not sure what these shocks and springs are going to be, especially with the second bypass shock. So I want to keep everything inside just to reserve all that room in case I need it for a shock placement. My time got short, so I started putting the pedals away while I pondered things a little more. But then I got another thought. All right, so you guys know I'm struggling with placement on my pedals and things of that nature. So I decided to make a couple measurements again. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is my wife's car. I'm going to measure from the pedals to the seat back, and see what it is, and then kind of compare that. It's basically where I sit in this car, so just kind of get that length between the pedal and my butt. So let's take a look. Again, I'm measuring to the seat back because that's what counts to me. You'll see why in a sec. I'm getting basically 39 to 40. Check my car real quick. Again, 40 even. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, 40 inches is what I'll need. 40 inches is to the tape measure, right? So 40 inches is to the tape measure. Take a look. It puts the seats going to the actual tape. It puts the back of the seats just behind the B pillar. All right, so that puts, if I go straight to the A pillar, to where, if that's where my pedals are, to the back of the seats, it's right there. Literally, the back of the seat is at the B pillar, okay? So 40 inches, and sure enough, 40 inches exactly. From A pillar to B pillar, it happens to also be from pedals to the butt of the seat, back of the seat, right? So with taking off the residual check valves, I was able to push the pedals forward, and so I could actually get it about right there, which is the beginning of the seat, or the back of the seat right here at the actual door jamb, right? And that's fine, that's good and dandy. But again, my hope and my goal is to kind of try to pull the weight out of the back and into the front. And obviously, got lots of weight, lots of bias, so I want to bias the weight to the front, basically. So I'm going to switch out my pedals. So instead of having regular hanging pedals, I'm going to get the reverse pedal, the reverse hanging pedal, which is puts the pedal over on this side and then moves the master cylinder over here. Well, if I could put this pivot point near the bulkhead, that picks up 9 inches, basically. Quick math. Don't quote me on any of that. That's quick math. So if I got 9 inches in front of that, 40 inches is right here. Right about 7 inches in front of this door jamb. That with the B pillar or the main hoop being 6 inches, 6 inches behind this thing, that gives me lots of reclining room in case on a road trip or something of that nature. So I think I'm going to be selling my CNC pedals. If anyone's interested, these are all, I think they're all 7/16 or 7/8, excuse me. This one doesn't say. It could be 3/4. The other two for the brakes are both 7/8. Got that double hanger. If you're interested in those, just drop me a line, send me a message. I'll be happy to sell them to you. Nothing too expensive. I just need to get rid of them and get it going. So we're going to stop on that for now, and I'll pick that up later. I've got something else I need to take care of. All right. I was going to continue this with some more footage and getting the pedals and putting them in, things of that nature, but something's changed. So it looks as though we might be moving to Kansas. Turns out my job has a position open in Kansas. It's closer to home, which is Colorado, as well as that's where my son and our 2 grandkids are. So if we can move out there, we're going to do it. I applied for the job. They told me that I would know by Friday-ish, which is tomorrow. Probably I'll know sometime next week, and they'll want me there in a couple of weeks. So I'm stopping. I'm stopping where I'm at as far as the pedals are concerned. I simply have to get this thing on its weight quickly. I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to start assembling it. Basically, I'm going to put the suspensions on, get some tires for it, put my steering together, all that stuff. Frankly, I would like to get the engine and transmission together and have it on the chassis, because that would make it a whole lot easier to store and transport the engine, transmission, the whole bug, and all my suspension bits. If it's all together, it will roll onto a car dolly or into the back of a trailer, and I can take it to wherever we're going to go. So that's what my goal is at this moment. So buckle your seatbelts. We're going to do some pretty quick stomping some of this stuff out. But because of that, I'm not going to do this back and forth and stuff like that. I'll probably do some voiceover when I get to it. When I get to editing the video. I don't even know if by the time you guys see this video, if I'll be here still or if I'll be gone. But as far as I'm concerned, Kansas is a whole lot closer to the Southern California deserts as well as families. But unfortunately, that means that the next few videos are going to be kind of chaotic, and you're going to see a lot of stuff come together. Hope you don't mind. I'm sure you don't. And then when I get settled, I'll have to pull everything apart and finish it. Yeah, but until then, I'm Damien. This is the Binder Builder. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment as well. And we'll see you on the next one.